What's going on, everyone? So in today's video is my sole purpose to bring you guys the top 10 Link monsters that are currently released in Yu-Gi-Oh! At the time of this video, it is being recorded in November 2017. So of course, if you guys watch this video in the future, Link monsters and the power of them will be changed and this list may vary. But with that being said, I think I compiled the best Link monsters to play in Yu-Gi-Oh! At the current moment. And I want you guys to keep in mind before you guys actually watch the video is that I based this list off of Link monsters that will and was generic. So with that being said, you won't have anything like Spiral, Double Helix, and etc. It'll just be all Link monsters that you can be splashed in any deck and can be used throughout the formats. So with all that being said, guys, without further ado, let's begin. Alright guys, before we get to the actual video, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and also hit that bell for you guys to be notified every time I drop a new video. And make sure to give me a like, a comment as well, because for one, it'll help the channel out, and for two, it'll benefit you by entering you guys into this month's giveaway. And this month's giveaway is for the Wader Warrior MetaMask playmat. And to be entered into that giveaway, you guys got to do everything I just said here. And the giveaway winner will be announced the first week of December. Alright guys, enjoy the video. So I'm going to start this list off strong with Link Spider. Very basic Link monster. It's a level 1, well Link 1, there's no levels. And it's a simple effect. You can special summon one level 4 or lower number monsters to the zone it points to. So with that being said, its utilization is very limited. But the benefit of it is, and the reason why I make my list at number 10 is because it can be played in a multitude of decks that will be abusing things like Gofu, tokens, Scapegoat comes into play. So with that being said, I had to have Link Spider list number 10 because it's that powerful and it can help you open up plays to lead you to more powerful Link monsters. Coming to this at number 9, I have Tropolopic Bomber Dragon. Now, Tropolopic Bomber Dragon is a card that, even though it's not seeing a lot of play now, it can see a lot of play in the future. Tropolopic Bomber Dragon effect pretty much reads, it requires 2+ Link monsters. It's a Link -4. If another monster is special summoned to a zone, a Link monster points to while this card is on the field. Destroy all monsters in the main zones. Also, your other monsters cannot attack for the rest of this turn. After damage calculation, if this card attacked an opponent's monster, inflict damage equal to your opponent of their original monster attack, and he has a whopping 3,000 attack. Now, the reason why this card is not being abused is because most players see why use this card when you can use something like, let's say, a Firewall Dragon, which is obviously on this list. Well, the thing is, even though it's not being used now, it made this list because it has a powerful effect, wiping boards of monsters that are not linked, and just inflicting extra damage are things that can be very crucial to winning duels. And I can definitely see a deck abusing this in the future. So with that being said, the card had to make this list at number 9 because while I believe it's powerful, it is not that good just yet. Now, coming to this list at number 8, I have Ib, the World Chalice Priestess. Now, Ib had to be on this list. And of course, another card you guys might be knowing of is on this list as well. I'm not going to spoil it yet. But Ib is on this list because it's a simple effect, protects herself from being destroyed. And if the card that she points to will be destroyed, she can send her instead. Easy, simple, generic Link monster. Very powerful. There's no reason why it shouldn't be in everybody's Link deck that can span a field. Spirals usually run 1. Most Link spammy decks in the future could run 2. The only downslide is you have to use 2 different monsters, so no tokens, no scapegoats for this. So with that being said, it had to make it on this list number 8 because while it is powerful, it is not as abusable as another card that will be on this list. Coming to number 7, I have Ningarusu, the World Chalice Warrior. Ningarusu, the World Chalice Warrior's effect pretty much reads, if this card is linked summoned, draw cards equal to the number of World Chalice monsters this card points to. You can only use this effect of Ningarusu, the World Chalice Warrior once per turn. Once per turn, you can send one card from each player's field to the graveyard. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, special summon one World Chalice monster from your hand. So the main reason why Ningarusu made this list at number 7 is simply due to the fact that it draws cards. Now, it's hard to bring out because you need 2 Link monsters to bring it out, i.e. Link Spider, maybe somebody else. But with that being said, the power of drawing through your deck, cycling through your deck to find different cards is very great. And not to mention it gets a card out of both players' hand, and having that hand control effect and with a whopping 2100 plus attack power, it's a force to be reckoned with. So with that being said, I have to make this list at number 7 because it's just that good, but I couldn't really realistically see it being higher up on this list. Maybe in the future if Royal Chalice becomes more playable and get more support. Coming to this at number 6, number 6, my favorite card, Blow a Load Dragon. Now, Blow a Load Dragon is a card that's been seeing a lot of play in and out of the competitive scene, especially amongst regionals on YCS because it was abused in spirals and it won a lot of players' games. Blow a Load Dragon's effect pretty much reads: neither player can target this card with monster effects. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster in the field. It loses 500 attack and defense. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this activation. As a starter damage step, the card's attacking an opponent's monster. You can place that opponent's monster in a monster card zone this card points to and take control of it, but send it to the graveyard in phase. Now you guys might be wondering, why is this card good? Well, it's good because it takes monsters, it has a quick effect, and it has a whopping 3000 attack power, which is very powerful. This was used a lot on the regional scene, like I said, in the YCS scene and spiral decks, to help the opponent steal opposing link monsters. You can link them off, you can steal monsters. I mean, the sky's the limit with this card. And for it being a monster that requires 4 monsters to bring out, it's definitely one of those things where it's like, the effect definitely warrants what it does and the requirements. So with that being said, I couldn't realistically see it being higher than number 6, but I do respect the card for being as powerful as it is. So had to have on this at number 6 because of what it does, and proof is in the pudding. It's been topping events, so why not run it? Alright, so coming to this at number 5, guys, we have Link Karibo. Now, Link Karibo is a card that, even though it's not technically out in TCG, it's confirmed for the TCG via Stone and Jump, and we should all be receiving ours really soon, within a week or two, hopefully, give or take. Holidays is probably going to slow things down. Very simple effect. While it's in the graveyard and control of one monster, you can special summon it out by tributing off that monster. It requires a level 1 monster to bring out because it's being a link monster. And with that being said, while he's on the field, if your opponent monster try to attack one of your monsters, I believe it will reduce their attack to 0. And not only that, he points down, allowing you to do the extra link thing if you can bring out 2 of them, and make the U-shaped thing, which would allow you to do the extra link. So with that being said, Link Karibo is very powerful. It's going to be pretty expensive, and there's a lot of loops with it online. Specifically in the TCG, I definitely see this card being abused and a multitude of decks due to the fact that we have cards that special summon out of the graveyard. There are a lot of level 1s. For example, the card that's used in Synchrons a lot, picture on the screen for the card that I cannot think of right now. And you can abuse that with Link Spire by tributing off, bring it out, reduce the level, bring tribute. It's just a lot of crazy combo cards, combo decks that Link Karibo is used in. And with that being said, it has to be on this list at number 5 because of how powerful it is and how abused it is. And even after spirals get hit, I definitely see Link Karibo being a force in the meta. Coming to this at number 4, I have Proxy Dragon. Now, a lot of players might be thinking, are you crazy? Proxy Dragon's trash. Some players don't even run it. Why is this card so high up on the list? Reason being, how generic it is and the flexibility of the card. Monsters, when it's with monsters and stuff, while it's on the board, you tribute monsters next to them, I believe. Protect the board from being destroyed, or protect whatever you want to protect from being destroyed. It requires 2 any points left, right. What's more better than that? Like, in my opinion, he's better than Ib. I personally run 2 in my spiral deck and I burn through him a lot. He's fodder for 1, meaning you can distribute him off and just keep siphoning through him. And he has a solid effect. Now, he does have a wimpy 1400 attack power, but with that being said, he's very abusable, and I definitely see him being used in future decks to come. Coming to number 3, Decode Talker. Now, Decode Talker is a card that structure deck release card, and it's another card that we all love to hate. It points to your opponent and give us point down too. Most of the time, people use the good old combo of Blackwing Gofu, bring up 2 tokens, sack off your tokens, bring out your Proxy Dragon, sack Proxy Dragon, and Gofu off. They bring out Decode Talker. So far, he can bring out 1 card. And his ability to protect your cards on your board from being targeted is very powerful. Hero decks could definitely abuse him because you can use them and with the Gofu combo. Spiral decks honestly use them. I mean, he's more of a tribute fodder now because we got the next card on his list, number 2. But with that being said, Deco Talker is a force to be reckoned with. I think it's gonna be always in and out of metas, and it's a structured card, meaning it's one of the it's the main characters, one of his main monsters. So it's one of those cards that in the OCG, I believe it got alternate artwork, and I won't be surprised if we get the same thing in the TCG and more future variants of the card. Coming in at number 2, we have Tri-Gate Wizard. Now, Tri-Gate Wizard, you guys may be thinking, Chris, you're definitely crazy. I'd rather run a Deco Talker than a Tri-Gate Wizard, but hear me out on this. I like Tri-Gate Wizard. The fact that he has that one thing that makes him broke, negate. Now granted, he has to be co-linked up to 3 monsters to do so. But with that being said, even if you co-link him up to 2 monsters, he can banish a card on your opponent's board. It's not a quick effect, but at the same time, it's still pretty solid to do. And I believe his first effect boosts his attack power by 100. But with that being said, Tri-Gate Wizard is a force to be reckoned with. Abuse on spirals, and all it takes is another deck to come out for Tri-Gate Wizard to be abused in too. And I'm guaranteeing you, from the patterns Konami has been showing me, they're trying to make Yu-Gi-Oh! Faster, they're not making Yu-Gi-Oh! Slower. So Tri-Gate Wizard would definitely have a lot of potential to be abused throughout the meta, as much as Deco Talker has been. I mean, he's being abused now, but not as much as Deco Talker. And last but not least, number 1 should be pretty obvious for you guys, Firewall Dragon. Now, Firewall Dragon, infinite loops, FTK, OTK combos. The reason why Spirals do a lot of crazy plays they have. Bouncing back the opponent's monsters during either player's turn. Although it can only be used once per turn while it's on the field, it's still a quick effect. Expands to the field. Overall, it's a powerful card. Personally, I would like to see it banned in the near future. Unfortunately, it will not be banned. Maybe limited to 1, but not be banned, only because it's a main character card, and you guys know how Konami feel about main character cards. They have to reprint it over and over and over. I mean, I thought Deco Talker would have been an original main character card, but it wasn't. It was Firewall Dragon. I think that was a money move, definitely, but hey, shit happens, right? So, with all that being said, guys, post your thoughts and opinions about this video in the comment section down below. Which link monsters you guys like most on this list? And if there was a link monster you guys felt that was generic, that should have been on this list that wasn't, also post that in the comment section down below. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are going to talk about Mass Starboy and one guy that was used in Zodiacs. But hey, this is just my list, and this is why I think it's most powerful. So with all that being said, man, this is Innovation Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm signing out. See you guys in the next video. Peace and stay innovative. Deuces.